And so out of my big backyard, I picked up a big rock, and on it I wrote the name Peter in big, with big magic markers. So there's a huge boulder essentially on like the table with the name Peter on it, so the kids would remember. Actually, I didn't write it on there. I had a volunteer write the word Peter on there, so all the kids had something to do during the Mass. So now that I've prepared for everything, I get to Mass about 20 minutes before it starts, and it's kind of funny because all the kids probably arrive about 5 minutes before it starts. So I need volunteers to I need 2 candle bearers, and I need a person to take up my lectionary. And so I have 3 kids, and each of them go up, and they process in with Father Jim, or whoever is going to be the presiding priest at that Mass. And then so I make sure they know what to do. They put the candles in the back, and then they put the lectionary on the altar. And after that, I go sit down, and then as soon as the liturgy of the Word starts for the adults, Father Jim calls me up as their catechist, and he calls all the kids up, ages 5 to 11. And so then I go up, and my candle bearers process out in front of me, and I'm holding the lectionary up, and the lectionary is very sacred because it's God's Word. So I have probably about 30 kids, ages 5 to 11, following me out the door. So then we go out the door, and then I have the key, so I make sure I unlock the door, and the kids go in. And then so I introduce myself, and I start out with my focus questions, asking, maybe about the Olympics, who's seen the Olympics on TV. Or, as in the case with the keys, like, whoever has had parents who's locked their keys in their car, and so we talk about things that are pretty real world to them, so that they understand what I'm talking about. And so, I mean, it's kind of funny because I had, like, my kids would tell me stories, would spend like 10 minutes like talking about, when my mother locked her keys in the car, I had to like crawl through the window and such and such.